Hello guys, welcome to this peep show. We are Sunday the 12th of April 2020. Sylvain Loganadin with you today for a new peep show. The title of today's peep show is "The US earnings season will start and it will be ugly." So this is a very provocative title, and I did not wrote this by just a simple hazard. There is a real meaning behind this. Next week, this is the economic calendar, okay? So as you know, tomorrow it will be, the global stock markets will be off, okay? So it's Easter, so all the major markets will be closed. We will have the next big economic results and financial statistics on the 15th of April with the retail sales in the US. The retail sales are expected to be very worse. Okay, we are expecting a minus 8% decrease on the retail sales. So the retail sales is basically all the goods that are being sold, like for example consumer goods such as food, also cyclical products such as cars, etc., tobacco. Those are the products that will be taken into account to see if the retail sales were good, and we are expecting a very bad result, minus 8%. So that is definitely crazy. The other big number that we are all waiting is this one, the initial jobless claims in the United States on the 16th of April. Previously, we had 6.5 million of people who were who just lost their jobs in the US and were asking for help. This next week we'll see if that trend is going up or down. Minus 6.6 million workers is already a big hit, and I barely expect something worse. Okay, this is definitely something that is already a big number, and I think that we are more moving toward the end of the crisis than the beginning. Also, I wanted to show you something. I wanted to show you something. The coronavirus crisis is for now coming to an end. Okay, if we look at the numbers if we look at the numbers on a rational way, this is what we have. So we have more than 109,000 people who died of the coronavirus in the world. If you look at the US, and if you look at their numbers, they account for 20,000 people who just died of the coronavirus in the US. And if you look at the number of Italy, which is the country that is the most severely damaged by the coronavirus crisis, Italy was because the United States just went above Italy, but Italy is right now stabilizing itself, and we can definitely see this. Okay, so in Europe we are reaching, I'll say, this point. Okay, so maybe we peaked in Europe, and within the next few weeks the coronavirus crisis will fade. In the US, however, it is a little bit different, because in the US they are still in a very strong and accelerating, I'll say, accelerating phase. Okay, in the US we are around here. Okay, we are around here. If you look at what is happening in New York, this is definitely crazy. Okay, in the US we are here. In the US, the number of people who are dying from the coronavirus, and especially in the state of New York, is incredible. They are burying 3 people at the time on a isolated island in New York, right? Because they don't have enough space to bury everyone with a decent space. So they bury people 3 by 3, like they are in a pack. So that's crazy. So in the US, the crisis is not reaching the end. Also, what you have to note is that next week we'll also have the financial impact of the coronavirus shutdown on the US companies, and also on the European companies as well, but on the US company. And for the results of most and major US companies, we don't expect that it will be good. Okay, we don't expect that it will be good. If you look at the chart of the Dow Jones right now, we are right under a big resistance level, so under the 24,000 points level. The next big resistance level on the Dow Jones is at 25,000, but for now we are facing a big resistance level, and for me, the results and the financial results of US companies next week will indicate if that trend is going to be up or down. What we can note also is that the dividend rate of most US companies are either being delayed, okay, so the dividends are being suppressed, or they are being maintained but at a lower rate, okay. If we look at, for example, the energy sector and the energy companies, they are they account for people invest in the energies companies such as petrol, chemicals companies, because they pay high dividend. Okay, they have a payout ratio of 50 to 60% in normal time, in normal condition time. During this crisis, a lot of energy companies just said that they will not. They will not distribute any dividends, because if they do, they will weaken their balance sheet and they will not survive to this crisis. So this is what we have to note. And also, if the oil prices remain under $40 per barrel, or under $40 to $45 per barrel on over a 1 year period, I can definitely say that 30 to 50% of all major US and also all major and global energy companies will have very strong difficulties to survive. Okay, because their balance sheet can take a hit, can survive to 1 year, to maybe a 1 year. 1 year of dryness in terms of oil prices, but on the long term they will not have enough cash to survive. So they will have two possibilities. Okay, those energy companies will have the first option, refinance themselves through debt, hold the buyback, the shares buyback program, stop the dividends, dance payment, or simply default. Okay, so those are the strategies they have to avoid this crisis. They can refinance if they don't find any investor to finance them, such as banks, such as private investors. They will have to hold the shares buyback program they have, and all major energy companies already have done that, so we can check this. Okay, stop the dividend payments. So for now, we have half. The weaker companies just said that they will not pay any dividends. The stronger companies say that they will keep the dividend payment to attract investors and so to raise cash, but they will not hold it forever, and they need oil prices to go up. Either if it's not the case, they will simply shut down. Okay, so this is the situation we are in right now on the energy sector. And if you look at what happened last week on the energy sector, Saudi Arabia and Russia agreed to cut their production by and also all the other OPEC countries by 10 millions of barrels per day, except Mexico. Okay, except Mexico. Mexico just said that Mexico was expected to lower its daily production by 400,000 barrels per day. Okay, so Mexico was expected to cut. Okay, Mexico normally minus 400,000 barrels per day. But Mexico didn't agree with all the other OPEC countries, and they said, okay guys, you're good, we like each other, but we'll only reduce our daily production by 100,000. Okay, 100,000 barrels per day cut. But what is crazy in this situation is that Mexico already raised its production so much that even if Mexico lowers their daily production by 100,000 barrels per day, it will not offset the raise of their production they made right after the end of the first OPEC, I would say, deal. So that's crazy, and they are coming after the US. Okay, they want to hurt the US bad, and the United States need. And oil prices are above $40 to $45 per barrel because their oil production is and major oil companies in the US are breaking even at around $45 to $50 per barrel. Okay, below that they are losing money, and right now they are losing a lot of money because we are at $23 per barrel. It's crazy. Okay, so this is what we need, and this is where we are right now. So this is a real mess, and this is a war between now not Saudi Arabia, Russia, but more Mexico. Okay, and we'll have more information on that next week. Definitely, next week we have three things to monitor. The first one will be, and the most important one for me, will be the kickoff of the earnings season. Okay, so that's the first thing that we will have to monitor. The second one, oil prices. Okay, and the third one, coronavirus, the end. Okay, this is the three things that we'll have to monitor next week. Definitely. Okay, oops, sorry, I don't know what is happening here. Okay, so the kickoff of the earnings season, oil prices, and coronavirus. Is it the end or not? Okay, those three things will have great impact on the financial markets. Okay, and if you want more info, I'll just do it like this. Okay, if the earnings season is bad, if oil prices are still going lower, and if the coronavirus crisis is not coming to an end, or even if it's coming to an end, okay, market will be down. Okay, market will be down. Equal. Okay, market down. That's it. If you have here good earnings by the US companies, they made something good. Okay, oil prices that are maybe going higher, and the coronavirus crisis, for example, that is not coming to an end yet. Okay, we'll definitely have something like market bullish, and etc. You can play with this. Okay, you can play with this and try your own scenario. You can have also another scenario, good earnings by US companies on the first quarter, something that I strongly doubt, but whatever. Oil prices that are going still lower, coronavirus crisis that are not in good shape and that is not evolving well. Okay, for me it will be definitely okay a bearish week, etc., etc. And you can play with this, create a short matrix. Okay, and it's always the same. The more, I will say, the more green indicators you have, the more positive the outlook can be. Okay, and the more red you find, the worse the situation on the financial markets can be. All right. Okay, good. Guys, if you have any questions, feel free to ask your question on the Wheel of Arya Facebook group. We are here to help, and also you can find us on the comment section on YouTube. And if you didn't join us yet, I invite you to join us through the Arya Starter Pack. You will find the link on the description on our YouTube channel and on our YouTube description. We see each other tomorrow for a new Peep Show. Bye bye.